On this episode, I don't know.
It cuts deep, don't speak. It cuts deep, don't speak.
I cut the grass.
Don't speak. It cuts deep, don't speak.
Although it's my least favorite thing to do, there is a little bit of gratification once it's all said and done. Tell you what, this gas can, has got 30 years of dust on it. 30 years. I've had this thing since my father used to take me go-kart racing. So it's at least 30 years old. It's about that. You guys have one of those things? Gotta get gas. It's a nice day. Sunday, June 11th, 2017. It is 7:40 a.m. I'm heading over to the gas station that's less than a quarter mile from the house. I put some gas in that tank once a season. Now I'm only going to put about a gallon and a half, because the gas cap on that old 5-gallon tank has cracked, and I cover it with a plastic bag so that the fumes don't propagate through the basement. And especially since I'm finishing the basement, I don't want to have noxious fumes meandering through the house, especially with the new baby. I'm going to limit the amount of fuel that I'm going to store in that thing. Splash. The amount of gas that I use in this lawnmower on about an acre of yard, it's a push mower that I fill probably once every round. So that gallon or so is going to last me about 3 goes. Did I say goes? It'll last me about 3 mows. Mow. Although it was expected, it's a little tougher than other days cutting the grass because of the temperature. High of what, 94 today, expected. It's important to remain hydrated. I busted my newer, inexpensive tripod. I was trying to wrap it around the umbrella pole, and since this is now rigid, I've affixed this with some epoxy, some high PSI. This broke last weekend because it was loose continuously. I tried to tighten it, I over tightened it, popped the nut through the opposite side, so I used some 3500 PSI waterproof epoxy, which is a two-part chemical bond. Now, just before I started the mower, I wanted to do the time lapse by affixing it to a vantage point about 3 feet above the table here, so I would have gotten a better angle. However, this had popped off, so I resolved to mounting the phone on my drone controller. So I'm sure the kids were shaking the table. I was probably giving a little shimmy along the way, but nonetheless, I probably got the shot. I also had the neighbor approach me in the front yard. Walked up to me, he was looking up at the drone, and he's like, "What's that?" So he was asking me who was controlling it, and I said, "No one's controlling it. It's flying on its own." And I told him that it does return to home once it runs out of battery. And he didn't know exactly what that meant. So I told him GPS coordinates are always on track of this thing, so it returns to the original takeoff point. So yeah, got some good shots with my Phantom 3. It's got the 4K camera that I got back in December. I also got the new high capacity SD card, so I can record hours of footage perhaps. But what I'll do is I'll import that in, do my editing, and then I'll just clear the flash memory off of it. Yeah, so that just about does it.
This is Hey, it's volleyball. It's called Hit It Away. Yeah. Hit it away. Hit it away. Hit it away. No, you're trying to throw it at me, but I hit it away. Yeah.
No. Don't let the water out. Now that I'm cooled off.
Watch this. Ready?
Yep.
What's for dinner?
I had some time to put the video together, and I'm a little upset.
Dad, watch this. I'm going to the swimming pool. Wait, I could jump through the tunnel hole.
The software that I've been using, which is Android based. On the smartphone, I've been editing videos natively on this device without the use of a laptop or computer. And it's just a matter of convenience. I just put my micro SD card from the drone, pop it into the SD slot, and I'm about my way here. Drag and drop. Cut the video clips into small segments, add some audio track, and then I'm done with it. For whatever reason, the KindMaster software, which had updated within the last week, has a new feature, and that's exporting in 4K, which is great. It's awesome. But now it won't allow me to import my 4K drone video and re-encode it. So I've sent several emails and requests for assistance with this the last few days. So in order to get those drone shots of the lawnmower cutting the grass today, I had to create a screenshot, which just defeats the whole purpose of having 4K video. So the resolution is inferior compared to what the original intended video would have been. So I'm okay with it for now, as long as it's resolved. You know, I can deal with a few crappy drone shots here and there, but I was tempted to stop yesterday to take some nice aerial photography, and I hesitated because I knew that the video wasn't going to be able to be imported into my next vlog in original format, or in at least 4K. So yeah, I figured I'd point that out, and hopefully the support team will respond to me and my questions regarding the software. I even went as far as to send an inquiry to DJI to see if they could assist in the matter. I don't think it's anything that I need to do with the drone app, but for the most part, it's been a leisurely Sunday. The kids are having fun in the little pool. It's pretty warm today, so yeah, we're still waiting for the baby to come. It's gonna be a busy week. Yeah, with or without me having to be in the office. I will be probably taking off the next few days, so by the time most of you are watching this, I'm sure the baby will be here by then. So it really depends on who's watching, who subscribed. But if you haven't, and I mentioned this earlier, hit that little subscribe button. Better yet, hit the little bell so you can get notified every time that I post a new vlog or video. So the vlogs are a tremendous opportunity to share my experiences with friends and family about what's going on. And for the rest of you, doesn't mean as much, but I appreciate the viewership, and that's what counts. So thanks again.
So I'm in present future with no past. I ain't sure just how much longer I'm gonna last. And as long as I ain't dead, I sing my song. And I sing it for the people till I'm gone. That's why I'm gonna leave y'all.